Good morning, my front wheel skids. Tottenham fans, Spurs fans, key words today. Mickey Hazard, Glenn Hoddle, and Anchor Butter. That's what I've got on my mind. Bit of toast with a bit of butter. Gonna butter it up, you know what I mean? Oh, lovely. How are we today this morning? I was sitting there last night thinking, I'm becoming quite a philosopher. Toxicity and Tottenham. It's gone hand in hand for so long when all it needs is for someone high up in Tottenham to come out, tell us how the structure's going to be, how the signings are going to be, and that they're not going to get rid of a manager, regardless of what any creators say, any media outlet says, and that's the way it's going to be for the next 3 to 5 years. If you don't like it, then piss off. Because I feel if we had someone come out like that, so there's about 19 birds outside the fucking window all going mental, and I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? I think if that happens and someone does that, then that would take a lot of the toxicity away from Tottenham. People wouldn't be able to lie. Media companies wouldn't be able to lie. The manipulation of digital media when it comes to your football club, they wouldn't be able to do that no more. Because we'd always know exactly what's going on. And then when we watch these programmes and listen to these radio shows, we'd think to ourselves, what a load of bullshit. And you'd know it was bullshit straight away. Nowadays, what you get is a little bit of news put on the internet by one of these ITKs in the nose, and they're not in the nose. They're just bullshitters, Billy bullshitters of this life. And they're everywhere, absolutely everywhere, bullshitting away and coining it in on your club. But I feel that's what we need. That's what we need just to stop it all. What do you think in the comments? Do you think that's fair play? That's a fair play idea, how to stop toxicity in the club, because they all go on about it, don't they? Oh, the club's so toxic. Oh, we've got this divided fan base. This way, you wouldn't have a divided fan base because we'd all be under the same umbrella. We'd all know what's going on. I'll put that to you, boys and girls. You know what I mean? I did watch Aston Villa last night. I watched Chelsea last night. And I'm just about to put a bit of Liverpool on and watch them. I'm the sort of idiot who watches all the Premiership games. Try to take in as much football. I'm doing my dad. This is what my dad used to do. I used to say to him, what team do you support then, Dad? He's listening to, on his Spanish radio years ago. Mate, he'd listen to everybody. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Gijón, Bilbao. Everything. Regardless of what league, he'd find out, he'd watch every single, plus the English, he'd watch the English match of the days, he'd go absolutely mental on it. I think I'm turning into my dad. You know what I mean? Anyway, we've all got our vices, haven't we? I'm not enjoying the Premier League this year. It's a very weird Premier League. The football, I see there's some great little footballers out there. I watch all these football teams and I should take note of the names. But you get to my age and they're just another footballer sometimes, unless they're out the ordinary. But there's a good guy who plays for Leeds. I thought to myself, wow, you're good, mate. You good little passer. We could do with him on the wing. Chelsea, I watch Chelsea. Who I don't see any players out of Chelsea that I'd like, to be honest with you. I like Cucurella sometimes. But the rest of them, I'm just not having it, mate. I'm not having that's a team that could come second in the Premiership this year. And if they do, it's only because of the money they've spent. They're not that good. Arsenal, I think they deserve to be where they are at the minute. I know we hate to say that as Spurs fans, the filth bastards, but they have stuck by their manager, haven't they? And they've got a bit of structure, a bit of stability. And this is why you see a lot of the Arsenal fanboys who's got all these little channels. They have to manipulate and dramatise even more because they have got stability. So that exposes them, doesn't it? You know, they've got stability. They've got a club that won't swap the manager until the end of what they're building comes to fruition. And they hate it, don't they? The league gunners of this world, they hate it, mate, because they rely on manipulating, you know, with this parasocial and anger thing all the time. They all do it. Henry Wright, league gunner, they all follow the same formula. I don't know whether you've noticed, they all follow the same formula of YouTube. I like to open your eyes up to these idiots because they are proper fucking idiots. Anyway, have a good day. Take care. Tell me what you think in the comments. Am I right that we need someone to stand up, be candid, come out and say how it is? It would stop so much bullshit, wouldn't it? It would stop so much bullshit, you know? Anyway, have a good one. Take care. Baked potato. And, yeah. Brush her out. I'm sitting in front of different guitars today. I don't know whether you noticed. I'm sitting in front of different guitars for people who like a bit of music. That's a Yamaha. It's an old Yamaha, APX 500 or so. Bottom to middle of the range, semi-acoustic. That's an old, that's from Holland. That's a Pilot guitar I'm working on. I'm also working on that one as well. That one behind me is, what's that one? That's a Daisy Rock small scale fretboard, specifically for females. And I don't understand that because some females have got bigger fingers than me. So I think it was like one of those marketing things. And you got me Les Paul and me Strat at the end. That's a proper G&L Strat, not a Fender, by the way, if anyone's into guitars. And that's an Epiphone from 1990, say 1991. That was the Les Paul one. What they told the factory, I told the Samick factory, stop making that because it's too close to a Les Paul. And it plays better. It plays like a don't know whether any of you have ever played 50s and 60s and 70s Les Pauls. It plays a lot like a 50s, late 50s Les Paul. It plays lovely. Anyway, have a good day. Take care. Baked potato.